Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And have you ever wondered how to reduce cancel rates while you're selling door to door? Well, today's video I'm going to give you a couple of different tips you can use to reduce the number of cancellations you get while selling door to door. So one thing to really understand is that some level of cancellations are going to be normal while you're selling door to door. Now again, if you're not getting any cancellations, that's almost a bad sign, because what that means is you're really only going after the lowest of hanging fruit, people that are going to buy anyway, and not anyone that gives you any type of objections or some sort of concerns at all while you're selling door to door. So don't just go for the easy lay down sales. Make sure that you're developing your skills and getting better where you can at least handle some different basic concerns and objections and be getting sales with some of the people that are maybe at least on the fence. So again, you really want to still be closing those people that are on the fence or that may or may not be ready to take action immediately but can still benefit from your products and services. So again, in those scenarios, you'll still get some turnover from those people if you're at least going after more than just the lay down sales while you're selling door to door. Now beyond that, there's a couple key reasons why you might be having a high cancellation rate. Now earlier when I talked about you're going to have some sort of cancellation rate of people that get started and end up canceling, that should be around 10%. And if you're getting a lot higher than 10% of your sales canceling after they order, that's kind of a red flag and you probably need to be doing something different. And three of the major causes of cancellation are either you're not being upfront with your potential customer, that your products and services aren't being delivered in a timely manner, or you just happen to be in a high cancel rate area. Now, the first one of a high cancel rate area, again, that's pretty easy to determine. Your company should be able to determine that rather quickly. So if it's not just you that's getting a lot of cancels, or if there's a lot of other sales reps that are having a high cancel rate, or just the company as a whole is getting that, it's probably a warning sign that you need to be selling somewhere else. Again, there's a couple factors that go into it. You might be marketing in a low income neighborhood or in a high transient population area. Again, that could be in the forms of like a military base being in the area where there's a high turnover rate, or again, maybe there's a big corporate headquarters in the area and people are kind of coming in and out of the area. Maybe there's like oil pipelines or something like that where people are coming in from out of town to fix different things, right? So there could be a variety of reasons, but if there's a high transient population or it's a low income area, it could be a good sign or a good reason why you have a high cancellation rate. So again, that's something to definitely be brought to the attention of the management of your company so they can prevent sales reps from going into those areas, because more often than not, it's not worth your time and effort. If you have such a high cancellation rate, you're better off marketing in a different area. But outside of that, one of the major causes is that you're not being upfront with your potential customers or your regular purchasing customers. Now again, you can make a ton of money in door-to-door sales without having to resort to unethical practices. So there's no reason to try and hide different things or not be upfront with your potential customers or buying customers. Again, it's going to give you a bad reputation, your company a bad reputation, and like I said, there's plenty of money to be made and sales to be made building a door-to-door sales business and selling that way without having to be unethical in any way, shape, or form. So you really want to be upfront with that. One area that people sometimes get into trouble is when it comes to contracts, right? So a lot of times we'll talk about not maybe saying directly contracts, but if somebody asks if what you're talking about is a contract, you obviously want to be upfront with them. Some terms we like to use are service agreements or service arrangement or different things like that, where again, you're not directly saying contract, but you're still implying that there's some sort of agreement between the two of you that if you don't hold up your end of the bargain, then sure, they can cancel. But if you do everything you're saying you're going to do and they do everything they're saying, again, that it should continue forward, right? And so a long-term service agreement, a service agreement, rather than a contract. But again, if they ask you, is this a contract? Obviously, yes, you tell them that it is. But again, it's based on you holding up your end of the bargain. So If you don't, obviously they're not held to that contract at that point. So again, that's one area that can be tricky that some people run into, not being upfront with their potential customers. Another area might be things like cancellation fees or how their service guarantee works, or again, different guarantees or warranties work. Again, just be upfront with your customers, because time is money in door-to-door sales. So nothing is worse than spending the time, the energy to go through a whole sales process, a full presentation, getting someone started, expecting to get those commissions, and then having them, cancel or come back on the offer that they decided to move forward with. Because again, that wasted completely your time. You're going to have, commissions coming back, right? Reimbursements going back to the customer there. So it's not a good situation. So the more upfront you can be, the better to eliminate those. Another thing you can really focus on is making sure that your company delivers their product or service, whatever it is that you offer, in a timely manner. Sometimes you can't control this, but for the most part, you want to make sure that your products or services are being delivered either that same day or the next day. The longer your potential customers try and push it out, the higher probability it is that they might cancel their order. Again, they might get buyer's remorse, they might have scheduling conflicts, they might change their mind, right? There's all kinds of different things that could happen during that time window. But if you have the service, the products delivered either that same day or the next day, you're going to have people getting that value, getting that benefit immediately. Again, you've delivered your end of the bargain, so there's no reason for them to cancel at that point, because it's already been delivered. They've already got what they asked for. So again, really keep that in mind. If all possible, have it delivered or taken action on that same day or the next day to eliminate that reason for people canceling. You can even throw that in as part of your offer or your discount or your special offer that you're giving to those customers when you're talking to them. Something along the lines of, yeah, great, we can get you that discount, but again, it's only for people that get this spot filled for tomorrow. So you're going to need to have our company come out and service your home tomorrow or the next day to be able to qualify for that discount. Because again, we're looking to fill those couple of spots that we have available right now, and that's only what the discount is available for. So could you have a neighbor come over, be home when that's going on, or could you just have it delivered today or tomorrow, right? So different scenarios you can use where you just make sure that your product or service is delivered in a timely manner. So again, you're going to experience some fallout, some cancellations if you're selling effectively on the doors and not just only talking to the laydown sales. But again, if you focus on building with integrity, being upfront with your customers, having your products delivered in a timely manner, and avoiding high cancel rate areas, you're going to go get a lot better results while you're selling door to door and avoid a lot of the cancellations that could happen when you don't follow those practices. So again, hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And if you do happen to be looking for a new door-to-door sales opportunity, the DDD Millionaire team is hiring, and we're looking for some new sales leaders to work with us. So if you're open to that, be sure to head on over to dddmillionaire.com/work with DDD and fill out that application there, and one of our recruiting managers will get back to you as soon as they can and talk about the different opportunities we have at DDD Millionaire. So again, if you're interested in that and open to a new opportunity in door-to-door sales this coming season, again, head to dddmillionaire.com/work with DDD and fill out that application, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.